I'm back. I know it has been forever and a day. I'm sorry. I have no excuse. But you know what? I'm back. I'm better. I'm vibing. I'm chilling. I'm living. I'm just, so let's just get into the video. Food can be addictive. In the same way that alcohol and drugs are abused and used, food can be too. And I don't think people really agree with that or acknowledge that, because obviously we need food for nourishment, for growth, for development, etc. But it can be used and abused. I feel like obviously with alcohol and drugs, people can use them to fill voids or escape issues, or when they're feeling low, or to celebrate or something, like, but it can become something that people feel as though they can't live without. And in like manner, food can be used in that way as well. Like when people feel low, or they want to avoid something, or they want to distract themselves, or like they feel an emptiness or a void or something, people eat. And that is called emotional eating. Emotional eating is when you eat to suppress feelings that you may have, feelings that can be labeled as negative, or to fill a void, or when you're basically eating based on emotion. So yeah, and it's not really a good thing. In usual Tanisha fashion, I have my laptop here because I don't remember what I planned to say in this video all the time. I wrote this like ages ago. So yeah. Wow. See, do you see my brain? Let's do that again. Comfort eating. If you know me, you know I'm big on reflection. In every other video, I literally say I'm big on reflection. Like self-reflection, especially. Sometimes you be sitting there, you be thinking, oh yeah, I'm such a nice person, why are people around me so toxic? Then it dawns on you, yeah, you're toxic too. You ain't got good habits. You've obsessed, like you got flaws, you got all of this, and you're like, bruh. And I realized comfort eating, emotional eating, I mean, I knew it was there, but I never really sat down and had the time to think about it being there and how I'm gonna push past it. But I was like, we have time now, let's deal with it. So for me, I think I've mentioned it before, like for me it started in uni. I've never really gone into detail, but so yeah, I ate whenever I was sad, when I was bored, when I was anxious, when I was depressed, when I was mad, I ate. It wasn't even a conscious decision, and many times it never is. It's like any habit, like when you consistently do things and do things and do things, it forms into a habit. So that's what happened. It just became a habit. I don't know. It's just hard to explain. It's like when I reflect on particular situations, I literally think, wow, I really ate for that, didn't I? Like I didn't really deal with it. I just ate food, like, and it was never healthy food. See, this is the thing. It was never healthy food. It was always that junk food stuff. So like McDonald's, KFC. In second year, I lived like on a road where there's just pure takeaways. Like I would walk there was a takeaway right next to me. Like there was a million. It was beautiful, but in retrospect, it wasn't the best option. That I shouldn't really have lived there, but I did. And I'm telling you, the amount of money I spent for those 3 years on food, wow, it was bad. Like even when I didn't, this is how I'm telling you it's addictive, because this is like with alcohol users and drug users, they will take their last money, to go. I done that with food, like last money, and I'm thinking, Tanisha, you shouldn't be ordering anything, but I was definitely ordering because I felt like I needed it. Like it was my fix for the day. It was so bad. And the problem is I was definitely making my mental well-being worse. 1, because I wasn't solving the issue. 2, because the food that you actually put into your gut obviously affects your gut health, and your gut health affects your mental well-being, and vice versa. I have a blog on this, by the way, so if you guys want to, read that, I'm going to put the link in the description box for you. But, yeah, so I'm intaking all this food that isn't necessarily good for my body. So I'm just leaving myself sluggish, tired, more sad, more depressed. It was just a whole mess. And I think I really realized during this pandemic just how bad it got. Because obviously you're home, you're not really moving. I'm sad because I can't really go to church and worship and fellowship. Can't see my friends from wherever my friends are from. Like, well, I've seen friends, but not like, especially at the beginning, you know, when it was like total lockdown, you can't see friends. And obviously doing a degree during lockdown, then finding a job during pandemic, and then just life in general. Like, so many things have happened, and it's been a very traumatic year, and it's just wow. So what did I do? I ate. Can't lie, I have a snack drawer. I would literally, so I'll be like to my parents, yeah, I'm just gonna run this errand, that errand, that errand. Like, I found myself lying, guys, and I'd go to the shop and I'd literally sneak food in my pocket, bring it home, just walk upstairs, run upstairs quick, put it in my drawer. And I'd be like, yeah, that should last me like 2 days, maybe 3, 4. Mate, I was lucky if it lasted me 2 days. I was lucky if I hadn't finished that food by the evening. I was actually that, like, that's how. And it got even worse to the point I'd be eating meals and I'd be like, I need something sweet. And I really feel like I'm addicted to sugar at this point. Like, I really do. Because I'd be like, I need something sweet. I need a sweet fix. Like, I need it. I can't just have this. Like, I need chocolate. I need pastries. I need something. And it was, I never just buy like one. And this is the thing, it becomes binge eating because I never buy one. Like, you know, the sharing bag of crisps? I don't share. You know, the 6-pack or 8-pack chocolate bars that you're supposed to be like one in a lunchbox a day? The whole 6 or 8-pack is mine. I can't lie. And it's not a day. It's just mine. Like, all of it. It'll be done. And I think during uni, it only hit me like when I left, when people were always talking about my weight. And you know what? You never deep it until you look at pictures, guys. So I went into uni at 70 kg or less, weighing 70 kg or less. I left uni above 90 kg. That is 3 stones in the space of 3 years. That's a stone per year I gained. That is mad. Like, I cannot. Listen, do you know how bad that is for your health? And these are the reasons that I measure. You're giving yourself, you can get high blood pressure, you can get heart disease, cancer. What else happens with weight gain? It's just not healthy, mate. Like, fam, I couldn't breathe. I already have asthma and a heart condition. Imagine, I'm breathless. Like, walking down the street, I'm doing and I'm thinking, what is it's because I'm eating too much. Simple as, literally simple as. And it just got to the point, especially during this pandemic, where I was like, no, this needs to stop. Like, I can't keep doing this, especially now that I've noticed that I genuinely am addicted to sugar. Well, I feel like I am, and I just need to stop. Like, I needed to find a way to curb it or stop it. So yeah, in stopping, I've actually tried to stop loads of times. I remember during uni, I don't think it was stopping emotional eating during uni. It was just trying to lose weight because, as I said, I've had a problem with food and body image for a very long time. So I would do the maddest of diets, especially in first year, but that's another video. So I diet, right? And then something would happen and I'd fall off my diet and I'd fall right back into comfort eating and the cycle of emotional eating. And it was just bad. But I feel like this time I've actually made conscious efforts to stop, and also better efforts, like healthier ways. And I think the first way of battling or combating emotional eating is to know the difference, like when I'm hungry, like physically hungry, really hungry, or when I'm emotionally hungry, if I can call it that. So the key difference is, so when you're physically hungry, it develops slowly over time. So like breakfast, then you'll be working, you'll be doing whatever, then gradually you become hungry and it's lunchtime. Do you know what I mean? But with emotional hunger, you're just hungry. You're not even hungry. Again, as I said, you think you're hungry, but you're not really hungry. But it just happens out of nowhere. You're just like, the sudden cravings kick in and you're like, oh my gosh, I need it. You don't really need it. You desire a variety of food groups. So like, you want more when you're physically hungry. Like, you want rice, you just want a good proper meal. But when you're like emotionally hungry, you crave certain things. As I said, I feel like I'm addicted to sugar because I always crave sweet things mainly. Like, so sometimes savory, but mainly sweet things. So like cheesecake is my favorite thing on earth. So cheesecake, more time I'm lactose intolerant, but we move. Cheesecake, chocolate, everything. Like, it's so bad. When you're physically hungry, like real hunger, you feel the sensation of fullness, and like, so you feel full, like you feel satisfied, and so you stop eating. But with emotional hunger, you eat with your eyes instead of like what your stomach is telling you. So I would physically feel sick. There's times where I do physically feel sick after. I remember in uni, there's times where I've been sick because I've literally eaten way more than I can handle, or way more than I even needed. Sometimes after I eat my main meal and I'm craving the sugar thing, I'm not even hungry. I'm just eating, and then I feel sick. And I think this is the biggest one. So when it's physical hunger, because you're naturally hungry, you're eating to nourish your body, you don't feel guilty. There's no negative feelings attached. But when it's emotional hunger, you feel guilty or ashamed. I know for me, as I said, I would sneak it into my room, and I would make sure I was always alone when I ate. And it was like a me moment, like by myself. But I realized that I would always try to hide it. I'd sneak it. Like if anyone came, I'd just shove it quickly under like somewhere where no one would see, or I'd just be like, you know what I mean? And then afterwards, I feel very guilty, especially because I've been on a weight loss journey. And as I said, I struggle with body image. So I'd be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, how many pounds was that? Oh my gosh, I've gained back all those kilos that I lost. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be eating. Like, I should be dealing with this properly. Like, there's just so many different reasons why I felt ashamed or guilty from it, or why I do still feel that way. So as I said, yeah, knowing the difference is the best place to start, because then you can start to question yourself. And this takes me into my next point. So another thing I do is I reflect on the times that I have binged, that I've eaten out of emotion, like I've eaten to suppress emotions. And I reflect on what I've eaten, what time I ate, and why, like what happened that day, what was I feeling that day, what was I feeling in the moment, just what triggered it, like, because clearly there was a trigger that made me do that. Do you know what I mean? And I know some people actually keep food journals. I don't do that. I just do it in my head. But I feel like it would be better if I wrote it down actually. But yeah, some people keep food journals, and so you can literally see your food patterns and your eating habits, and it's like, okay, now you can proper conquer it, or like you can see how you need to tackle it, essentially, because you've now seen where these things have developed. I know for me, I mainly eat in the evening because no one's awake. Like, I go sleep really late, so I'll eat in the evening because it's quiet in my house. I feel peaceful in the evening. No one can say anything. As I said, I mainly eat sweet things, and I think the main emotion for me, especially during this pandemic, has been anxiety. So those are like some of the things that I've pointed out when it comes to my eating habits. So it's about what made me feel anxious, how can I conquer it or deal with it a different way, and how do I stop eating so late in the evening, because eating so late isn't even good anyway. Yeah, another way I've tried is to start doing healthy eating swaps. So when I do crave those sugar things, fam, I'm finding myself eating bananas now. I'm eating apples. Fam, I forgot I loved apples, you know. I love apples. Apples are so juicy and nice. And it's a much better thing than chocolate or cheesecake. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's so nice. They're making this healthier sorts. Also, eating meals that fill me up, like proper. And I think living with my parents has made that easier. I'm eating things like lentils and rice. I'm eating pumpkin. I'm eating beetroot. Don't really like beetroot, but I'm eating it. I'm eating soup. I'm having things like cassava, yam, plantain. That I'm eating. Like, I'm eating good. Wow. I'm eating. Do you know what I mean? And it's just... And so when I'm eating these foods, I'm feeling fuller for longer. So, and because it's like a combination, I don't know, it just keeps me feeling better. And also, as I said at the beginning, what you put into your gut affects your mental well-being. And because these foods are healthier and better for me, I'm feeling more nourished, I'm feeling more alive, I'm feeling like I can do more things, I'm not sluggish or tired all the time. Another thing I do, as I said, I feel like I said this, I eat out of boredom and I eat to reward myself. So when it comes to rewarding myself, I reward myself with other things. I love hair. I love everything hair. I love everything skin. I love everything I don't know. I just like to do these things. So what I'll do is I'll reward myself with a new hair care product, a new deep conditioner, shampoo, or a new skincare product. Like if I've done a task, I'll be like, oh, let me go get this then. Like I know I need it to be. I should really make it a non-monetary reward, but for now, you know, step by step, step by step. But yeah, I'll do new things, or even just buy myself a new set of crochet braids, or try a new hairstyle, or buy myself something creative like, I don't know, pens or markers and just color or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Instead of actually eating. And when it comes to boredom, I'll try and distract myself and do something like go out, go for a walk, call a friend, watch anime, watch something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Plus moving. Oh yeah. See, this is why we have a laptop. Plus moving, yeah, and walks and stuff increases your levels of serotonin, which is the happy hormone, happy chemical. That and in turn that reduces your low mood. So therefore I'm like doing things that are benefiting my mental health. So yeah. But I think the biggest help for me has been my weight loss journey, because I've been doing intermittent fasting. So I do the 16-8. So I fast for 16 hours, eat for 8 hours. My 8-hour eating window is usually between 11 and 7 or 12 and 8. So in the space of 8 hours, I'm free to eat whatever I want. And as I said, I've been making those healthier swaps. I've been eating more, is it called saturated? I've been eating more filling meals and like healthier meals. So it's been easier for me. And the reason why I chose this is because, as I said, I eat more in late at night. So in order to curb the late night snacking, I've not allowed myself to eat at nighttime, because I know I'm fasting. This is what I'm doing. And it's actually worked for the most part. Like 9.9 times out of 10, I don't snack at nighttime anymore. Like it's so good. I really don't. I mean, the 0.1 time, I do. There's times I'm just like, no, I need it. Like I do seriously need it. But you know, we're getting there. Soon it will be 10 out of 10 and I'll be doing good. But yeah, and another thing it's taught me is discipline, because when I do get like hungry, emotionally hungry, I'm able to tell myself, no, you don't need it. This is what we need to do instead. So being able to, I feel like when you gain control of things like your appetite, you're able to gain control of other things in your life. It's mad, you know, because, you know, when controlling appetite is actually a very hard thing. But I feel like intermittent fasting has helped me so much. But this is just something that's helped me personally. Before you take on any diets or anything, please consult a GP or a doctor or whoever, because this is just me. Thanks. I ain't no professional. But yeah, if you really do need help though, please speak to a professional, because as I said in the beginning, emotional eating does have negative consequences. You can be addicted to food. Binge eating disorders are real, like they exist. And also when it comes to emotional eating, you're gaining excess weight, and excess weight also comes with its own risks as well, physically, mentally, whatever. So if you really do need help, please seek the professional help. As I said, I'm not a doctor. Everything I've said are things that work for me and I've seen work for other people. So please get help. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it falls into the right hands. I'm so sorry I waffle a lot. I try not to, but my brain is a bit sometimes. But yeah, emotional eating is something that can be stopped when you take the conscious decision to stop it and you analyze what you're doing. And I hope that people can get the help that they need. And in my next video, we'll be talking about body dysmorphia, dieting, body image, and more. So please stay tuned, because boy, this fits into that nicely. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and read my blog too. So yeah, bye.